Hi guys, look at this. There's a new patch and it's steamboats, not just any other wooden boat. This is the new age, as they say it. New age, the steam age. Not exactly modern yet. Still got ways to go. Now, this is very, very interesting. First of all, they add a bunch of things. One is, you can get some boats. And let's actually look through the patch notes this time. I have no idea. I haven't even done this contract, so I don't know much from this. But maybe later I'll figure it out. But usually these contractors aren't that interesting. They kind of slow you down. So there's the 4 boats. I'll talk about these, not boats, 4 ships. I'll talk about these ships later on. There's a mechanical shop, which I'll talk about it also later in the video. And there's a new warehouse, like one more warehouse. So people who already have all the warehouse, like me, from the last event, you can get a new warehouse and just start upgrading them. It costs like nothing, like 800 wood to get the second level upgrade. So just keep upgrading them because it takes time. The resource is basically free in essence. And you want all your warehouse to be at roughly the same level because they cost more as you level higher and higher. So it's better to have all of them around the same level, because then you're not paying extra just to get something level to, let's say, level 24, and then you have like a level 15 warehouse. Doesn't really make sense. So especially when they cost pennies in the beginning. So just get them up. The mechanical parts are for these steamboats, and they're gonna cost fish and iron to make, and you also have a new building to place on your not dock, but your little boat city. I don't know. Okay. Let's go look at this. Yep, we're gonna get a new part of land, but I looked at it. It's like 500,000 for 500,000 and 35,000, 500,000 coins and 35,000 iron. And I mean, it's good, but is it worth that much for me to unlock right now? I'm really strapped for iron, so I won't be doing that. No capacity and new crew statistic are visible while adding new ships to museum. Okay, yeah, that helps a bit. Not that I'll really add anything to the museum anytime soon. But that's nice for people who want to add it to museum. You don't have to know your entire fleet by name, basically, and by stats to pick the right one. So that's a nice UI change there. Yep, the double XP is ending. The spice event. The spice event is the spicy event. The spicy event and spice event. Anyways, they're the same thing. It's interesting. It's not like your other events. I'll have to put it like this. So there's two ports. One is the cinnamon and the other is black pepper. I don't know why you want to really go into getting cinnamons. It doesn't seem to make that much sense. But okay, enough of the patch notes. You can always pause the video to look at it, or go in the game to look at it, whatever your wish is. They still have a bug of the news only popping on once, because you obviously don't need to go back and look at news again until you reload the whole game. Here I am upgrading my warehouse. Oh man, it's really getting crowded. And here's the other new workshop. So I found out, I was like, wow, that's a lot for gear. And I was like, okay, let's see how much the upgrade is. And it turns out if you upgrade it, you're not paying less fish per gear, at least between level 1 and level 2. I don't know anything about the other levels because I checked the wiki page and there's nothing on it yet. There's nothing on it. Nothing. There's nothing on this. They just removed the last Halloween, and I can't give you the best advice of my ability without this information. Which means there will be part 2 when I have more information and I can give you a more in-depth perspective of what I think about this event. But time is ticking. Oh, level 3. Let's see, if I upgrade this to level 4. Oh, this is peanuts. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, like I said before, it's not 35, 25. Still a lot. And no. I mean, it's not going to make this anything faster. And if you've noticed, the whole area here is actually what they haven't planned. You just can't put anything here. But if you notice, this is the part where the whole square, it's a square, or a diamond if you will, where you can put your buildings, but they're like unlocking piece by piece. Just some random thoughts, you know. Okay, let's talk about the events, because that is the main part of this place. So there's a black pepper farm and there's a cinnamon forest. They're both 1 hour, cost really almost nothing to sailors, at least for me. Like, this is probably a problem at level 25, but if you're level 60, 80, like after level 60 maybe, you just, I don't think you're gonna feel, you're like, oh no, I don't have enough crew, that's not even a problem anymore. So the most part, this is very crew friendly. They both take 1 hour, they both have a multiplier of 2. So I was like, okay, let's see what I get from the market town. Unlike the previous items where the bonus is all the same between different items, I thought I was going nuts because the numbers keep changing. If you see it's here, multiply 4. Let's just use cinnamon. Multiplier of 5 for, so for each cinnamon you get 5 XP. So it's a multiplier of 6. So basically you can, for 1 cargo on a ship, you can carry 6 cinnamon. That's what these numbers mean. Unlike the normal dock destinations. This is going to be a long video, by the way. There's quite a bit of things to go through, and they change quite a bit of thoughts from my part. What do they mean, and why do they do something like this? But if you switch between the fish and the XP, you'll notice the bonus goes from 6, 4, 2. For black pepper, it's 6, 4, 1. Now this looks great, like, you know, 2,000 whatever. That's pretty good XP. But the problem is, how long does it take you to get you to that? So I decided to make an Excel sheet. Hopefully I did the math right. And I just put the multiplier as we see before. Did I do anything wrong here? No, I didn't. So normally every port takes 1 hour, but if you account into taking the same amounts of goods to the market, which let's just say I account for the same boat, so I'm not accounting for both sides, I'm just saying how long it takes 1 cargo to go there. And because the way how they set up here is that there's a different multiplier, it takes, you don't have to say it, you don't send 1 ship to, let's say, Black Pepper Farm, because which has a multiplier of 2, and then if you're gonna collect experience, you only have to send there every 3 trips. Every 3 trips you send there, you only have to send 1 trip here. So technically speaking, this 30-minute, just 30-minute. Come on, let's select something. Yeah, 30-minute. I believe these are 30-minute too, right? Yes, yeah, 30-minute. They might, who knows? This could be like 5 minutes, right? But until I get some of these, I wouldn't know. This is 30-minute too, but there's only a fraction of the real time to collect all these things. So, as a result, I've added these fraction. So these are just the input number I get from the game, and this is the effective multiplier. So instead of, this is taking those numbers and calculating them. So these are output numbers. So I was like, okay, let's look at these numbers, which is the whole process of sending them to these locations and then redeeming them to the market town. As you can see, there's XP, fish, stone, cinnamon, black pepper, all this. These are the numbers that came out. I compare to the numbers that I have on the other ports. Like, per hour wise, that's just an easy metric for me to calculate. Let's say rubble. So there's 21 for me. If I divide it by 4, it takes 4 hours. So every hour it's like 5. It's almost 5. It's a, yeah, for my level it's a bit higher. For some other people it's a little bit lower. But these are my numbers, not your numbers, but you can always compare your own numbers to these numbers. Which this should be easy. Just divide the multiplier by the hour. So 21 divided by 4 and you get 5 point-ish. And the highlighted numbers are the ones that are bigger than the other one. And they're not just marginally better. They're multiples. Like this is like 2 times. This is like what, 3, 4? Like well, 3 times. This is like 2.5. What, like, I thought about this. Did I do the math wrong? Because these are atrocious rewards. Like sending your boats here, it gives you worse. Like comparing to rubble, I'm telling you, like in previous videos, how neighborhoods and rubble are not really worthwhile to send to, but even then they're still twice or multiple times better. So I was like, oh man, is this terrible? Like, am I overlooking something? Apparently I did, because these have levels, unlike your other events previously, not here now, or Coca Plantation, which is unlimited. These are limited. So I'm thinking, once you deplete these, your bonus will go up. Now that would change quite a bit. But I cannot tell you, and I would not want to speculate too heavily on how much this would change until that webpage updates this. And they're not updated yet, so I can't tell you anything. That will be in the second part of the video if there's any kind of updates and information about things I cannot obtain from the game right now. Okay, let's talk about the ships. Now, if we look at this, there's a new ships. Like, oh, look at this. And there's 2 ships you can buy without gems. And let's see. This is the little ship chart. The 2 ships that you can get here. The Phoenix and the Britannia. And there's the Phoenix and Britannia. Oh, there it is. And I just basically turned the gears into iron and fish. And it doesn't look too shabby. Considering, oh, I didn't put the cargo on here. There's 60 and 20 at the start, 60 and 29 at the start, and it goes to 90 and 43, 90 and 60. I guess the 90 is limiting. That might have an impact as the game progresses and the port requires you to have more crew. If you look at, Riveria, 85 crew. If I level this again, level 7, there might be 95, and then that ship will be obsolete despite Britannia will be obsolete despite being very good. Like if I max, I get to the 5-star, it's 90 crew and 60 cargo. 60 cargo, that's nothing to scoff at. This is the same thing, 90 and 43. And it seems like they did it by design, because 90, 90, 90, 100. It seems like a very intentional thing. They could up the ports later on, and those ships are done. Even if they have good cargo capacity. Where let's say if you have no, not my ships. You see how this just keeps going up, I guess? But then yeah, they cost a lot too. So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. Now or later. But it seems like a decent ship. I can't tell you the upgrades. Like it's not a decent ship until you fully upgraded it. But I don't have the information. That will probably be in the second part of the video if there's more information on this. So what am I gonna do now? Not getting this because I can still have all these really packed together. Workshop if you upgrade this, which isn't a lot, will actually increase your yield by 7%. I modified my Excel sheet. It's really messy now. It takes the same amounts of fish. Let me just you probably don't know what these numbers are, but almost 8% more iron efficiency when you're making gears. Now the gears aren't going away. I hope the building's not going away, right? Doesn't seem to make sense for the building to go away. But in the meantime, for me to get iron, I'll just need this because this takes a lot of iron. A lot of iron. Iron deficiencies, man. Iron deficiencies. All the money and too much gold again. Well, not really because of the event, which is gonna go down soon. Fish, not so much. It actually doesn't take a lot of fish, even though it says it takes 4,000. But 5,000 iron is like 40,000 fish if you make it from the port, even for my ratios. So that's a lot of iron. This is like 10% of the real cost of making gears. It's mostly iron for gears and some part fish. I don't know how they did that, but yeah, game logic. Barrels are back. I guess they'll keep clicking on them. Oh yeah, and the daily shipwreck. Everyone should get them because you can get barrel off the bat and you get 6 of them and you can turn them into gems. 6 gems. That's pretty good. You should get them. That's free gems. That's like free daily gems every day. I think that's a good direction they're taking this because you need a lot of gems to even get a ship. If you want to get this ship, assuming you get gems every single day, which is still very high, I don't think that's possible. I think like 50% of the time. Then that's like 2 months for this, and that's like that's like 4 months for something like this. 4, 5, 6 months. I think this is all I can talk about in this patch until I know more about what the bonus will be when this increases, when you level this place up, which there's only 21 days. This is a short event. 21 days. Like the last event was 40 days. I think after this they're gonna do the Christmas stuff, right? Santa, whatever. But this should be staying because this didn't say events. This is new, and this is gears. So this is like DLC for if you play the traditional AAA titles or consoles. That's like a new DLC there, and these rewards, they don't look really good now, but it's never about these. It's about the gems later on. Yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about right now. I wish I have more to talk about right now, but I don't have anything more. These doesn't seem like to make sense other than trying to get XP. Or you hope they change. Oh, what did I press? No, not this one. This one last time. There it is. Oh. There. That's the problem. Unless if you want to level up, this is pretty good. Everyone got the same coca route for any level. So this is a great way to level. If you're low level, below level 60 or whatever this is, and you want to level now, this is a very good way. So go get some black pepper, trade for the XP, and rake in those XP. Yeah. But otherwise, either hold your holy black pepper and cinnamon, and see what they might, if they might change these numbers, just like that last event with the candies. Who knows? But until then, it's useless other than this. I'll make, in the second part, if there's any changes, I'll tell you guys. Please Wikipedia, tell me the thing so I can tell you guys what this event's all about, because I don't really know. Well, this next multiplier will be ×4. That changes things considerably. That changes these considerably. That's like double of this. Well, double these. Like doubling these numbers, you'll see they'll start to make sense. But it has to be at least like ×5. ×5 to even break even, which is nothing of a benefit. It's like, I don't really have that much hope for it unless they tweak the numbers dramatically. But until then, unless I do the math wrong. This seems still interesting, but this is staying. This part is staying. This is not event ships. These are staying with you boats. And if you can, upgrade this first, because you're gonna save some iron at a cost of 28,000 iron currently right now. And if you want iron, don't trade it. Don't trade it with black pepper. Just send it down here and level up your blacksmith. It's gonna be pretty bad in the beginning, but you can't get to 10 multiplier until you go through all the previous levels. So it comes down to bamboo, blacksmith, and golf. Still the best port in the long term. I don't have anything to add for the NPCs because I don't do them. It doesn't seem too worth the time to send all these stuff for 10,000. I could easily send it here to get 10,000, and it doesn't have any long-lasting effect. I do them out of when there's no event, but there's always events. Maybe if they don't change this terrible events, I'll do some more of the NPC stuff. So till next time, hopefully very soon, I'm out, and see you guys next time. If there's any comment or anything I missed, feel free to put it down, because I probably missed something. If I know myself correctly. And if you have just a comment, just put it down there. And we'll share how we see things, and you might teach me something. Goodbye.